Hello, boys and girls. Miss Aubrey is back to teach you a fun letter today. Today, we are going to learn about the letter U. The letter U is unique because it can make all kinds of letter sounds depending on where it is at in the word. Some words that start with the letter U are umpire. If you go to a baseball game, you might see an umpire. Can you say umpire? It starts with the letter U, and this umpire is wearing a uniform. Uniform starts with the letter U. So when we say uniform, we're hearing the letter U at the beginning. But there are some other words that don't sound like a U, but they sound like a. And that is another word or another way that a U can sound. So in a word like umbrella, starts with the letter U, and it sounds like Can you say umbrella? Give it a try real quick. Umbrella. Now Miss Aubrey's going to have bad luck because I opened an umbrella inside. Don't do that at home. Another word that I know everybody loves, it starts with a U. Do you know what it is? It has a horn. It's lots of glitter and rainbows. It's a unicorn. Unicorns start with the letter U. How cool is that? Unicorn. You really hear the U at the beginning of the word unicorn. And there is also a villain from one of Miss Aubrey's favorite Disney movies, The Little Mermaid. Do you know who the villain or the bad person is in The Little Mermaid that starts with the letter U? It is Ursula. Ursula starts with the letter U. Ursula. But we don't really hear the U there. It doesn't sound like U or it's And that's because there's an R that comes after U. So other letters in a word can change how our letter sounds. U is unique because it's a tricky letter. All right, boys and girls. So now that we learned some words that start with the letter U and what sound the letter U makes, we are going to practice writing the letter U. So for those of you that were in my class, you know that we like to do some fun shaving cream writing. So if you are allowed, if the big person at home says that you can get out some shaving cream and do some writing, go ahead and pause your video. I just have a cookie sheet and all my shaving cream here. And it doesn't have to be shaving cream. You could use like whipped cream. You could get rice. You could do finger paints, anything that you're allowed. And if you don't have any, that's okay. You can get out some crayons or markers and a piece of paper and practice writing your letter U. But for today, Miss Aubrey is going to use some shaving cream, and we're going to practice writing our letter U in the shaving cream. So I have all my shaving cream here, all my cookie sheet. Let's practice writing it. So our big U is kind of like the letter V, but it is rounded at the bottom instead of pointy. So we start up here at the top, and we come down, and we go back up. It's just one line. We just come down and back up. That is how we make our big letter U. Let's try one more time. We'll erase it. And we'll practice again. We're just going to come down and go back up. And that's our big letter U. Now we'll come over here and we're going to practice our little u or our lowercase u. And it's the same as the big U. It's just going to be a little smaller. So we're going to come down and we're going to go back up, but we're going to give our U a little tail. Our little U has a little tail. So let's try again. Our little U, we come down and go back up, and our little U has a little tail. So you can keep practicing your letter U at home. You can do this to practice the other letters that you've been learning from our alphabet. You can practice writing your name. It's just fun to do. So make sure you ask the big person at home. Don't get this out by yourself. You have to ask the big person at home for help. And if you don't have shaving cream or anything to write with, that's okay. You can get a marker out and you can practice rainbow writing your letter U with all kinds of unique colors that you can find. You could write it in red and then go over and write it in blue and see what kind of fun colors you can make by writing your letter U a couple of times. You can also go on a U scavenger hunt around your house. Pull some books off of your bookshelf and see how many letter U's you can find in your story. You can look around your house. Maybe you have a unicorn toy you can find that starts with a letter U. So there's all kinds of ways that we can practice all of our letters and the letter U. So we're going to practice saying the letter U one more time. The letter U makes the sound. Could you try it with me? The letter U makes an sound. The letter U also makes a U sound, like in unicorn. Can you try it? U for unicorn. Good job, guys. I'm so proud of you. And when you go on your scavenger hunt around your house and you find the letter U, you can take a picture of it and you can send it to your teacher. I'm sure that they would love to see your letter U scavenger hunt. All right, guys, we miss you. Stay safe. Bye.